Lots and lots of exciting stuff to talk about today. Hopefully, guys, this is our last video on the Switch Pro ever, because hopefully tomorrow we are gonna see this thing and we're actually gonna know what the name is. But not only do we have that to cover in today's video, we also have people coming out now saying that they know when these pre-orders are going to be live. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about what we could possibly see tomorrow and what I think is your best chance to get this thing pre-ordered the minute it goes live. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If you're new here, do me a favor, jump down in the description. There's lots of links there. There's links to our podcast channel, our Discord, a lot of other cool stuff. But if you're interested in any of that, links below. Let's get right into this stuff. This is very, very exciting stuff. We have people coming out now saying that not only do they know that tomorrow is the day, tomorrow's the day that we're going to see the Switch Pro unveiled, but we also know when the pre-orders are going to go live. We're gonna go over all that. But a lot of that information you guys probably already know. We've heard from a bunch of leakers that, yeah, this thing's probably going to be announced tomorrow. That's what everybody's saying now. It was Tuesday or Thursday, but even before Tuesday, we still heard people saying Thursday was the day. So that's not really new news, but what I want to talk about a little bit with that is what we could possibly see, other than obviously just the Switch Pro itself. One thing I want to look back on is the release of the Switch Lite. Now, they released the Switch Lite on, what was it, September 20th, 2019. That's actually the day I recorded the first video on this channel, which is crazy to think about. It's been that long now. But when we got that announcement, that happened in the morning. I believe it was around 9, 10 o'clock, and that's when Nintendo likes to do a lot of their announcements. So chances are pretty good, especially with what we've seen them do lately, that if this thing's coming, we're probably gonna see it early. Now, that's not guaranteed at all. We could totally see this thing happen at night, because they have been doing some stuff at night, but I feel like something this big, chances are probably a lot better we're gonna see it early in the morning, not later in the evening. So I would definitely be watching Nintendo's YouTube and Twitter very, very closely, probably starting around 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow morning. Now again, it's possible we may not see this thing tomorrow. It might not even be a thing that's happening. We just don't know. I think at this point, it's probably happening. But other than just the time we're gonna see this thing, I'm sure they're gonna tell us all about the specs. They're gonna tell us about, you know, if this thing actually is gonna be 4K, if the OLED screen is a thing, the 7-inch display. Maybe we'll get a little bit of an idea of what is actually going to be happening with the Switch we have now. Is it going to stick around? The reports we got from Bloomberg said that it's not going to be, which I still find kind of strange, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. But again, looking back to that Switch Lite reveal, we also got that day the announcement of a special edition Pokemon Switch Lite, which I have right here. I think this is the best looking Switch Lite, and it was announced the day that the Switch Lite was announced. So, is it possible that we could see some type of a special edition Switch Pro tomorrow? Looking at the year that we're in and what's going on, I think it's very possible that we could see a Zelda special edition Switch Pro. I would like to see that, obviously, but with the Joy-Cons that we already have, and nothing else really announced besides Skyward Sword at this point, I don't know if we would see something like that tomorrow. Maybe we would see something like that announced at E3. That is obviously if they're gonna start showing us all the Zelda stuff then, which I imagine that's where we're gonna start seeing that stuff. So maybe a special edition Switch Pro is something we might not see tomorrow, but I do think it's possible. I think maybe E3 being as close as it is, that's probably gonna be a better time for them to announce something like that, but I still think it's possible for tomorrow. I would say more unlikely just because I don't know what game it would be a special edition for at this point, but still definitely possible. Now I'm sure tomorrow, the way Nintendo usually does things, I'm sure we're gonna get the price. We're probably gonna get every bit of information we want about this thing. And again, once we see this thing live, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna come right in here. I'm gonna watch it live with you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Nintendo does things a little bit differently than Sony and Microsoft. You know, we knew about the PlayStation 5. We knew about the Xbox Series X for a long time before we get to see the price. Nintendo will give us the price when they announce this thing. I really think they will. I don't think they're gonna do what Microsoft and Sony have done and kind of string people along and make them wait. But that brings up another question. What will this price be? Is it gonna be $350? If it's phasing out the old Switch, Yeah, maybe. Even if it's not, it may be 400. I think 400 is something we should all probably prepare ourselves for. I mean, if it does have all this stuff that they keep talking about, I think yeah, 400 is probably okay. Most people are gonna be okay with that if this is the type of stuff they want, you know, 4K, better performance. Any more than that, and I think we're probably gonna start seeing some people really upset, but I doubt it's gonna be over 400. It may be under. We'll have to wait and see on that. But I think the biggest thing that we've learned over the past few days now is that Central Leaks is coming out and saying now that they know that the pre-order is going to be going live Friday at midnight, which would be late tomorrow night. So I'll pop the screenshot up here of their post on Twitter, but essentially they're saying they have verified a screenshot from a major retailer saying that this thing is going to go live on June 4th at midnight. So the next detail that they give is that it's a non-US version of this site, and that should give us a hint to what retailer it is. I'm guessing Amazon. Either way, I think some of this here is it's possible. Yeah. This thing may, you know, these pages may go live at midnight. Now again, I'm thinking it's probably Amazon, but I do want to bring this to your attention. I'm gonna use the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons as an example through the rest of this, just to give you an idea of the way these places work. Now, a lot of places do this. Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Amazon. They will put these listings up, and even though they are live for us to see, they're actually not live to pre-order yet. They do that at random times. For instance, I missed the pre-orders on the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons at Target. I missed them at Best Buy. I missed them at Walmart. I got them on Amazon, but there was a specific reason why I got them on Amazon, and we're gonna go over that in just a second. But they were live on Amazon's site, not able to be pre-ordered for almost 2 weeks. They just sat there, and I watched and watched and watched and looked all day, almost every day, trying to make sure that I did not miss these things. And then I remembered one important person on Twitter that I actually needed to turn notifications back on for, and I suggest you do the same. I'm gonna leave his link to his Twitter in the description below, but it's a guy who goes by the name Wario64 on Twitter. If you are trying to pre-order something or trying to get your hands on something that's difficult to get your hands on, he is the person you need to be following on Twitter. You need to have notifications on, because as soon as it goes live, as soon as anything happens, he will be tweeting it out. He is the reason I got the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons when I did. Those were very difficult to get, if you guys don't remember. After I got them secured, I did watch just to see how long they would stay up. I think they were up for about maybe 3-4 more minutes before they completely sold out and have not gone back up again. So this is definitely someone you need to turn on notifications for on Twitter. This is gonna make your life so much easier. Not only did I get the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons this way, I also got the Monster Hunter Switch, the Monster Hunter Switch Pro controller, with really no problem at all. I mean, if you're looking to get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, this is your guy. A lot of people do already know about him, but for those of you who don't, in my opinion, this is gonna be the best way to do this. Now, I also, anytime I see a tweet from him like that, I also try to put it in our Discord so people who are looking for that sort of thing can also find that information there. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure you get in there. Like I said, links below to that. But hopefully tomorrow, this finally comes. We can finally stop calling this the Switch Pro. You know, I see a lot of other YouTubers out here making videos on the Switch Pro and apologizing for talking about the Switch Pro so much. You're not gonna find that here. I'm not sorry about talking about the Switch Pro. I am pumped. I cannot wait to see this thing. Even if it's not tomorrow, even if it's later in the week, maybe next week, as long as we get it, I am super excited. But guys, like I said, I'll have everything you need linked below to Wario64's Twitter, the Discord, all that other good stuff. If you're interested in any of it, it's all down there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.